It's time now for the business news with Nicholas Poynton, who is in our Wellington studio. Nicholas, there appears to be a light at the end of the tunnel for businesses.
Yeah, there does indeed. Business confidence, as I'm sure we are all well aware, has been in the doldrums for quite some time due to the prevailing uncertainty that's been brought on by the coronavirus pandemic. But, that isn't really that new. But what is new is the latest results we got from the, bear with me with this, the New Zealand Institute's Economic Research's quarterly survey of business opinion. And yes, it shows that 40% of firms expect conditions to get worse over the near term, but that is a 20-point improvement over the previous survey from the, I think that was the June quarter. So yeah, look, it also found that firms were reporting a boost in trading this quarter, bringing it to levels that were last seen 2 years ago. There were, however, some dull spots in this report. As I was talking about last night, the services sector has shown up in this survey, and it appears to be the most pessimistic of all industries out there. But what I thought was a real positive, one thing that's really important to take away from this, was that there was a substantial improvement in the employment outlook as more firms are looking to hire more staff. And this sort of makes sense as we come towards the end of the year. We move closer to summer. We can expect there'll be a high demand for workers, especially in the horticultural sector, as they'll need people to go out there and pick fruit and vegetable. And all this has really led the Institute's principal economist to say that right now the economy is on track for the all-important V-shaped recovery.
So, Nicholas, the home of the Whopper. Well, it's got a new home, apparently.
Yes, well, look, Burger King lovers will be buoyed to learn that the receivers for the company, for the fast food chain, have managed to find a new buyer. So back in April, the owners of the franchise, they were put into receivership owing more than $65 million as its backer pulled out. The operating company which runs Burger King, they were not put into receivership, but there was a need to find a buyer. So today, after 6 long months, the receivers announced that Tahua Partners, which currently owns the Starbucks brand, they will be purchasing the operating company, that's Antara's restaurant group, for an undisclosed sum. So look, even if you don't like Burger King's burgers, this is a rare example of a positive business news story at the moment, because it gives us this announcement, finding a buyer, it does give a degree of certainty to the business. It's 1,800 staff across 78 stores, the suppliers, and those who do love their burgers. And I should look to add that this is somewhat impressive for the receivers, given that they managed to find a buyer in the midst of a global pandemic. And
Nicholas, give us a quick spin around the markets before you head off.
Yeah, sure. Look, the NZX Top 50, it is up by 0.2% by about 76 points to 12,462. Our dollar is trading at 65.8 US cents, 93.4 Australian, 50.8 British pence. And gold is really living up to its status as a safe haven. It's unchanged at $1,900 US an ounce.
Thanks, Nicholas. Nicholas Poynton with our business update.